All right, thanks everyone for clicking into this video. I'm here with one of our top-notch agents, Jodi Ketcherson. Jodi, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you for taking the time to join me on this call. If you want to quickly share with the viewers, who you are, what team you're with, where you are located.
So I am with Corcoran Reverie. I am located in Destin, Florida. I've been selling real estate for about 20 years. My husband's a real estate attorney. We work together. I have a team of about 8 top producing agents.
Awesome.
No, yeah.
Awesome. You got all the awards and medals and all the accolades to go along with you. Sweet, sweet. So first of all, I appreciate you taking the time to jump on this call. I really want to just ask a few questions about, first just get the rundown on how has your experience been with us so far. I know you've been with us for a few months now. How has it been working with us so far?
So I did my homework and I looked at it. I mean, I've been doing this for a long time. So honestly, I was a little like not reluctant about you at all. I don't mean that, but I mean, what's going to work, what's not going to work.
Of course.
Um, and I have a real estate coach, so I was running it by him as well. And honestly, we have been um, very surprised. I literally hand the leads off to my team and they run with them. I initially got them for myself. I was going to do it. And then I have a little boy that had a little accident. And so, just my life has changed a little bit in a good
Right.
way. He's doing great, but it's been phenomenal. We're doing really well with it,
Gotcha.
surprisingly.
That's music to my ears. First of all, prayers up for you and your family. But that's awesome. So you've been handing over the leads over to your team and our fellow agents, Melissa. They've been crushing it. So I mean,
Mhm.
workflow wise, I know in your 20 years, you've worked with tons of several different companies. How does our strategy and particularly like kind of fit in alignment with your team, and what you guys were looking for? And how do we kind
Well,
of stand
I
up?
mean,
Yeah,
the thing about the thing about sellers, versus buyers leads are very easy to get. Seller leads are just it's a whole nother ball game. And with everything, it's about conversion. So, it's not like, we don't want glitter. We want to be kind of laser focused in. So I don't hand them off to my whole team,
right.
and not because they're not capable, but because, I want them to focus on what they're focusing on. So Melissa, of course, is focusing just on this, and she's doing really well. She's able to make that connection with people. I think it's imperative that you have somebody that is going to call them right away. I mean, pick up the phone and do the work after you've done the work. But it's worked very well for us. She's really happy, and I'm really happy. So it's a win-win.
Gotcha. Love it. Love it. And I know last time we spoke and, just kind of getting down to the juicy details that a lot of agents want to hear,
Mhm.
the kind of numbers that you guys are doing with us. I know last time we checked in, you guys had, about three deals listed, $2.7 million, 800,000, 440,000, and another one in the works for 750,000. So, if you could speak a little bit on that, how it was like the process to get those deals on the market, and what you expected and what the process was like afterwards.
Like anything, I mean, we had a little learning curve, and I mean, I am not micromanaging this whatsoever, other than when, I see them come in and making sure, that nobody's out doing something else so that we know that they're on them. Um, but yeah, I mean, it probably took, I would say 30 days maybe to get really going, but she's really good at what she does and you guys are really good at what you do, so it's kind of a win-win. She actually got another listing last week that I don't
Wow.
think you know about. So
That's
mhm.
great. That's great to hear. And do you know what the price point of that listing was?
I want to say that one was around 2 million.
Wow. Okay.
Mhm.
Great. Another big chunky one then. Sweet.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. And that's awesome, Jodi. And so from what you and Melissa probably concluded, if there were like maybe one to two main takeaways for best practices in accordance with what works with our strategy and our outbound prospecting strategy, what would those one to two bullet points be that you would like to share with other agents?
And I think the most important thing is that, you record those calls. So she listens to them right away, and then she will call them. If they don't answer, she'll text them. I mean, she follows up right away, like within
Gotcha.
5 minutes.
Nice. Okay, so speed to lead. Awesome. Anything else?
Absolutely. Um, I think, she's very knowledgeable. I think she does her homework. She's able to do it very quickly before she calls them. So she already usually knows, kind of a ballpark before she even talks to them.
Gotcha.
But the biggest thing is once they've talked to you, then all of a sudden, as an agent, their wheels start turning a little bit. Like, oh, maybe I could sell my house, which is why it's imperative that these agents reach out right away
Hmm.
because once they talk to so and so, then they know an agent, and then all of us, you can lose them very quickly. So really do have to stay on top of it.
Gotcha. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. And few last questions to kind of wrap it up. Like, I mean, how has our communication been with you, workflow wise, operational wise? How has like the overall service been with you and your team?
Amazing, amazing. When we have a question, when we need a change, I mean, it's not like you guys are it's like you're part of our team.
Awesome.
And that is imperative. I mean, it has really worked for us very, very well. And
Awesome.
I'm
Awesome.
I'm very difficult to make happy. Ask anybody on my team. So I mean, it really I cannot say enough.
Gotcha. And I want to flip that right back on you, Jody. I mean, it's been an absolute pleasure working with you and your team. Like you guys are absolutely amazing. So thank you for just being amazing clients to work with. So and
Yeah.
serve. So awesome. And one last question to kind of wrap things up is, to any agent that's watching this and is kind of on the 5 yard fence or the 5 yard line on potentially working with us, what would you say to them?
Don't wait. Don't
Gotcha.
wait. I mean, it's quality. It's quality. You guys have gone, I mean, above and beyond.
Love it. Love it. Thank you so much, Jody. I really appreciate you taking
You
the time. And like I
absolutely.
always say, it takes two to tango, and there's like, two recipes in this two ingredients in this recipe for success. So like, thank you for what you do with your team, and thank you to Melissa. And let's keep on doing some damage in the market.
Absolutely. Thank
Awesome.
you.
Awesome.
All
Thank
right.
you, Jody.